It was supposed to be a relaxing summer evening, just me and a few friends having a low-key barbecue at my cabin tucked away in the woods. We'd invited some neighbors and a handful of old buddies, many of whom share a unique bond. We're all retired Special Forces veterans. After years of high-stakes missions, we rarely get together without swapping stories, laughing, and unwinding with some good food and cold drinks. But things took a wild turn that night, thanks to HOA Karen and her obsession with keeping things in line. See, the HOA has always been a bit strict about noise and unapproved gatherings. But this time, Karen went above and beyond. Without any real evidence or complaints from others, she somehow convinced the HOA board to send what she called undercover law enforcement to investigate our party. What we didn't know, until the moment they showed up, was that these weren't real cops. They were actors hired by the HOA to intimidate us, claiming they had the authority to raid the property for violations. The fake officers arrived in unmarked vehicles, dressed in dark tactical gear and flashing fake badges. They announced themselves loudly and demanded to search the premises immediately. What they didn't expect was the look on our faces and the kind of people they were messing with. As soon as the fake cops started pushing toward the backyard, one of my buddies, a former Green Beret, calmly stepped forward and asked to see their identification. When the officers fumbled and couldn't produce any real credentials, the mood shifted instantly. Another friend, a retired Navy SEAL, discreetly called the real sheriff while keeping the officers busy. Within minutes, real law enforcement arrived, lights flashing and weapons ready. The HOA's charade was exposed on the spot. The fake cops were confronted and asked to leave immediately, with stern warnings about impersonating officers, a serious federal crime. Karen's stunt backfired spectacularly. The neighbors who had been hesitant to speak up started questioning the HOA's authority and motives. The board was forced to investigate Karen's reckless actions, and the entire community demanded better transparency and respect for residents' rights. That barbecue ended up being one of the most memorable nights ever. Not because of the food or drinks, but because we all stood together, veterans united, facing down a bizarre and dangerous overreach by the HOA. And Karen? She learned the hard way that you don't mess with a group of retired special forces, especially not with fake cops.